Hi guys.
Welcome back to another video. That was
intense,
to say the least.
Yeah, so that incident took place at a Liverpool pig save vigil just a week ago, and there were 30 activists there bearing witness to pigs being trucked to their slaughter at the slaughterhouse.
Yeah, and obviously we were there with the group wanting to bear witness, and we did not expect a farmer to drive his tractor into the activists. No one expected that had to happen. So we were all kind of shocked. Luckily, everyone was okay. The activist that was hit, he's okay.
But this was, it was clearly a hit and run because the farmer sped up despite the fact that there were 30 activists there, most of whom were wearing high-vis vests, including the activist that was actually struck.
Yeah.
And
he had no intention of slowing down.
Absolutely
as
none
he approached
whatsoever.
the group.
And that intention became clearer when he later exited the slaughterhouse and made this hand gesture to activists.
Yeah, so that shows his character and his intention. Now, if he had a problem seeing people in high-vis vests, which obviously he didn't, but let's pretend that he did have a problem, then he should not be driving, right? I mean, that's dangerous. You could hit anybody crossing the road or someone standing on the road. You can't just run into people. So,
but he clearly didn't have a vision problem because this made it very clear that
what
he
his
knew
intention
what
was.
his intention was, and then he knew what he was doing and what he'd done. So this video was posted on Facebook and it had 1 million views in just 48 hours.
Yeah, so it went viral, and we're recording this about a week later, and it's up to 1.8 million views. So that's fantastic that so many people have seen this. It's drawn a lot of attention to what's going on, and it created a lot of discussion.
Now, a lot of that discussion was actually hateful comments from farmers.
Yes.
But Facebook doesn't discriminate between hateful and positive, negative, that type of thing. It just cares about engagement. And that engagement from those farmers helped boost the views of this video.
Now, please don't feel deterred from joining the Save movement, from attending a vigil because of this video. The Save movement is a love-based movement, and it's a peaceful protest. It's never our intention for this to happen, and so this is quite a rare incident, so please don't be turned away.
That's right, and the reason we're showing this video is because how often are vegans depicted as the extremists or the violent ones, when in actual fact this is showing us that no, we had the farmers being violent in terms of driving into peaceful protesters.
Yeah, it was an extreme action from their behalf.
Exactly. And we've experienced firsthand the effectiveness of these vigils. For example, when we share it on our social media, the number of replies that we've received back at the various vigils we've attended from people saying, okay, I want to transition to veganism, how can I do it? You know, how can you help me? Because they've been so moved by the footage of the animals on the trucks that we've been sharing.
So farmers are really feeling the impact of this effective form of activism. And remember that those who have nothing to hide nothing.
That's right.
But they're so desperate for us not to film the animals on the trucks going to slaughter that they would literally run into us, risk killing an activist. That's how much they want to hide the truth from the consumers. And so this reminded us of, we were at the official Animal Rights March in London over the weekend, and Earthling Ed gave a wonderful speech at the end of the march. And he was saying that the industry fears us.
That's right, because they can see the growing momentum in the vegan movement. And just as we can as vegans who are part of that momentum and that movement. And they fear that momentum and movement because it means the erosion of their bottom lines. It's going to hurt them economically.
But there's a difference between it hurting them economically and a farmer physically trying to hurt activists by driving his tractor into the group.
That's right.
So you've got to weigh those two up,
exactly.
right?
And just to reiterate, you know, the media, especially here in the UK, love to vilify vegans as the violent ones, as the militant ones, as the extreme ones. And yet clearly it's not vegans driving into farmers.
No.
In this incident, the farmer drove into a peaceful protester.
I mean, the farmers often like to try and portray themselves as the victims.
Exactly.
Now, the real victims, of course, are the animals. They're the ones being taken to a slaughterhouse to have their throats slit. But if we're talking about human victims, well, victims having their bottom line affected when they can clearly switch to another form of farming like plants, or the victims being driven into by a tractor.
Now, even though this video went viral on Facebook, it hasn't been picked up by the mainstream media as far as we're aware. And imagine if the farmer had driven into, or anyone for that matter, had driven into any other group of peaceful protesters that were protesting about something, anything other than animal rights, for example. The mainstream media would have gobbled it up. Or can you imagine if a vegan had have driven into a farmer? Wow.
If the roles were reversed.
That's right. They would have had a field day, the mainstream media, wouldn't they?
Absolutely. But why was this not picked up when it's a viral video?
Which reminded us of the official animal rights march here in London and elsewhere around the world. We were having a look on Google, the recent news items for the march to see, who'd reported on it. There was nothing.
Nothing from the mainstream. There were vegan and veg
news sites and sources.
But nothing mainstream.
No.
And this is really ridiculously shocking. I mean, 20,000 people around the world are estimated to march for this issue. 10,000 estimated in London alone.
And didn't even register a blip on the mainstream media's radar. And again, why? Because it doesn't fit the story and the way that they would like to portray and depict vegans.
Yeah.
Because there was no violence, was there?
That's right. There was nothing that they could pin on us. And so it's very frustrating how this past couple of weeks has been playing out. Now, a lot of the comments we were reading on Facebook and Instagram about this video were saying that it's the activists' fault because they're standing in the middle of the road. And if you're going to stand in the middle of the road, you should expect to be hit.
Well, we actually tried to negotiate with the grandson of the slaughterhouse owner so that he would stop the trucks for us off the road so that everybody could be safe.
Yeah, like in the driveway, so
That's
it was all contained.
Exactly. And give us the opportunity to bear witness and say goodbye to the animals for a couple of minutes, but he actually told us to F off. Now, of course, we have a moral obligation to disobey unjust laws.
Yeah.
So that's why we had to actually take to the road itself in order to stop the trucks.
Yes. Now, if they were dogs or cats on that truck being driven to slaughter, I think the people leaving those comments would have had a different perspective, and they may have even been there on the street with us trying to stop this atrocity. I mean,
or if they were humans, for example, on those trucks, would anyone have objected then? And this is the whole speciesism thing, isn't it?
That's right.
Where we think humans are superior to non-human animals, and some non-human animals like cats and dogs are superior to other non-human animals like the pigs on the truck, for example.
Yeah, so we have to just change the victim to reevaluate, is what we did right, and would you join us in doing that? And of course, if we think about this from the victim's perspective, of course those animals would want us to stop the trucks, to document their stories, to share their stories in the hope of stopping people in the future from eating more animals.
So to wind this up, the police were called. The driver has been able to be identified via the registration plates on the tractor and trailer, and the police are investigating the matter, and Liverpool Pig Save is waiting to hear back from them. And I actually knew that the farmer was going to hit an activist or activists because I could see the speed at which he was approaching, and that's why I stepped out of the way, because I knew that even if he braked at the last minute, he was ultimately not going to be able to stop in time to not hit anybody. And
also the fact that he did hit the activists, it wasn't an accident, because a good-hearted person would get out of the vehicle and check that everyone was okay. There was no, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, are you all right? What's just happened? This was clear intention to drive into us. So I still can't believe that it happened, really.
So that's our review of the incident, guys. There are our thoughts. Share yours down below. We would love to hear from you guys. What do you think?
Please help us continue to share this video, spread the message, so that people can witness what went on and really question who are the violent ones here.
Exactly.
Right? We'll link the original video down below. Please do share it on your social media.
Like, share and subscribe. And remember, until next time, that going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do. See you next video.
Bye, guys.